and welcome to today's episode. I'm Stella and I'm so glad you're here because we are diving into a topic that almost everyone struggles with at some point, procrastination. You know the feeling when you have a task to complete but instead you scroll through social media, binge watch a series or reorganize your decks for the third time? Yeah, that's procrastination. But don't worry, you're not alone and it doesn't mean you're lazy or unmotivated. In fact, procrastination is a complex behavior with psychological roots. In this episode, we will explore what causes procrastination, why it's so hard to overcome, and most importantly, how you can break free from it. So let's get started. Now, as always, first of all, for segment 1, what is procrastination? First, let's define procrastination. It's the act of delaying or postponing tasks. Even when you know they are important or urgent, procrastination isn't about poor time management. It's often linked to deeper emotional or psychological factors. For example, have you ever avoided starting a project because you were afraid it wouldn't turn out well? That's not laziness, that's fear of failure. Or maybe you have delayed doing something because it felt overwhelming. That's rooted in perfectionism or a lack of clarity. Interestingly, procrastination often has short-term rewards. When you avoid a task, you might feel relief or even pleasure, at least temporarily, but in long run, it usually leads to stress, guilt, and frustration. It's a classic example of choosing short-term comfort over long-term benefits. The key takeaway here is that procrastination isn't a personality flaw. It's a behavior that can be understood, managed, and ultimately overcome. Alright, now let's move to the segment 2. Why do we procrastinate? Now that we know what procrastination is, let's explore why it happens. Psychologists have identified several common reasons. Number 1, fears of failure. As I mentioned earlier, many people procrastinate because they are afraid they won't succeed. This fear can be paralyzing, especially when you're working on something important or meaningful. And number 2, perfectionism. Perfectionists often procrastinate because they set impulsively high standards for themselves. If you feel like something has to be perfect, you might avoid starting together. And number 3, lack of motivation. Sometimes we procrastinate simply because we don't feel like doing the task. This is especially true for tasks that feel boring or unimportant. Number 4, overwhelm. When a task feels too big or complex, it can be hard to know where to start. This leads to avoidance and eventually procrastination. Number 5, instant gratification. Procrastination often happens because we choose activities that are immediately rewarding, like watching a movie or scrolling through social media, over tasks that require effort but offer long-term rewards. Well, understanding why you procrastinate is the first step to overcoming it. Once you identify the root cause, you can choose strategy that addresses it directly. Right now, let's move to the segment 3, strategies to overcome procrastination. Now, let's get to the practical part, how to break free from procrastination. Here are some try and true strategies you can start using today. Number 1, break tasks into smaller steps. One of the biggest reasons we procrastinate is because a task feels too big. To overcome this, break it into smaller, more manageable steps. For example, instead of writing finished report on your to-do list, break it down into research topic, write introduction, and so on. Number 2, set realistic goals. Be honest about what you can achieve in a given amount of time, and realistic goals can lead to frustration and avoidance. Number 3, use the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. This helps you build momentum and reduce the number of small tasks piling up. Number 4, eliminate distraction. Create an environment that supports focus. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and set boundaries with others when you're working. Number 5, use time management techniques. Methods like Pomodoro technique can be incredibly effective. This involves working for 25 minutes, then taking a 5-minute break. It helps you stay focused and prevent burnout. Number 6, focus on progress, not perfection. Remember, it's better to do something imperfectly than to do nothing at all. Progress is what matters, not perfection. Number 7, reward yourself. Use rewards as motivation. For example, promise yourself a favorite snack or a relaxing break after completing a task. Number 8, visualize success. Take a moment to imagine how good it will feel to complete the task. This can boost your motivation and help you push through resistance? Well, the most important thing is to find strategy that work for you and practice them consistently. Breaking free from procrastination is a process, not an overnight transformation. Alright, now let's move to the segment 4, the role of self-compassion. One thing we don't talk about enough when it comes to procrastination is the role of self-compassion. Many of us beat ourselves up for procrastinating, thinking it will motivate us to do better. But research shows the opposite is true. Self-criticism actually makes it harder to overcome procrastination. Instead, try being kind to yourself. Acknowledge that procrastination is a normal human behavior and that you are not alone in struggling with it. When you treat yourself with compassion, you are more likely to bounce back and take productive action. Think of it this way: if a friend told you they were struggling with procrastination, you won't call them lazy or hopeless, would you? You will probably encourage them and offer support. Okay, why not do the same for yourself? Alright, finally, to wrap things up, procrastination is something we all deal with, but it doesn't have to control your life. By understanding its causes, using practical strategy, and practicing self-compassion, you can take steps to overcome it. Remember, progress is more important than perfection, and every small step counts. So, what one step you have been putting off that you can start today? Think about it and take the first step. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be done. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode on breaking free from procrastination. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who might need a little push. Don't forget to subscribe for more episodes on personal growth and success. Until next time, take care and keep moving forward. And again, thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a nice day.